So, again, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to my new channel to get my new channel up and running, to get these messages out there. I'm just going to return all that spell work back to sender, because the other day I was getting some throat chakra magic done again from the Paulies, because there's a lot of Paulies who like to do some stupid spell casting just randomly on anyone, people like myself, but they won't do nothing to a paedophile and shit like that. They won't do nothing to pedos, you see. So they're really, really poorly. They won't do the stupid spell casting on paedophiles. They won't do them on child murderers or all the evil, sinister people. They just want to test it out on people like myself and the light workers, because I think it's hilarious. They really do. So we've got a poorly police officer or police officers who keep releasing someone's personal information, address, poorly police officers releasing personal information, addresses to gangs, people who are in gangs, to have you gang stalked. And we've got poorly police officers who will let people know your location. For example, if you are on probation and these people at the local police force don't like you because you are out in them, there we go, it's a throat chakra, yeah. So basically, some people in the local police force are not liking that you're speaking the truth, maybe surrounding some corruption and injustice what you have been through throughout life, and that they've refused to bring you justice. They refuse to apologise for their persistent failures, and it, that level of corruption and injustice. They're refusing to apologise because they're very arrogant, they're very egotistical, and they think that because they've got a badge and they've got a baton and they've got that pepper spray type shit, you know, and they've got all that protective gear, they think they're above the rest of us because their heads go. All right, so we've got a poorly police officer or police officers who, so basically, if you're on probation, basically like myself, for getting sacrificed, gang stalked, harassed persistently, and having satanic rituals and getting robbed of my inheritance and stuff, like a lot of corruption and injustice. So if you're on probation, for trying to defend yourself and protect yourself and your children, and stand up for yourself and fight for what's right, and you're on probation for that, for self-defence and what have you, these corrupt police officers will let some crackheads and stuff like that, people who've got some severe mental health issues, know whereabouts you are. Like, say if you're getting called up to court, yeah, and they know you're going up to court on this day, they're going to get weirdos starting to linger around to do their dirty work for them, yeah? And because they work in the police force and the corrupt police officers, they'll be like, right, well, if you do this job for me, yeah, then what I'll do is I'll let you get away with this crime, this crime, and this crime, and this crime. If you come around this area at this time, this is where this masculine or feminine is going to be, yeah, and you linger around this area and then you attack this person or something like that, then what we'll do is we'll let you get away with the crimes and we'll lessen your sentence for this crime what you committed at this time or something like that. And they will use people who are mentally weak. So they use people who are already mentally weak and easily manipulated. So that could be someone who's wanting more drugs. That could be someone who has been in a mental institute because they have some sort of mental health problems, or they could have done some sort of black magic, whatever, that's backfired, or someone could have done black magic on them and then they've been sectioned. Lots of different reasons why people will be in there, but they'll start getting the ones who's like day release from the Paulie house. 444. Like, for example, when I went to probation, because I knew that they knew that I was there, obviously, because the local police force don't want to bring me justice for the level of corruption and justice what I've been through throughout life. Like, God, she's here at this time. We're going to have this weirdo lurking around outside of probation, which it was, you know. I mentioned on my other channel before it got shut down because I don't want to be outed for it again. Yeah, that I went outside of my probation for a quick poof of my electric cig, and then there was this like weird looking, dodgy, shifty looking guy where it was just real weird, and he came outside. He's like, "Are you a bad girl?" And I'm thinking, what? Then the probation worker came outside. She told me to come on in, what have you, told about my shit, what's going down, because they all know that I've had my music stolen and shit ton of corruption and injustice. They all know, but they're still refusing because they've been too arrogant, you see. Too arrogant, and refuse to bring justice because the local police force is really poorly. Extremely, extremely poorly. Real poorly. So yeah, finished my probation, and that weirdo was then waiting across the road, you see. And he starts shifting his head and acting all mad and stuff like that. Tries to like say, "Oh, you're a good looking woman." I thought, "Oh, fuck off," you know. And then he started like, when I went down the arcade bit, he went round and then he started like following a bit. So I had to call an Archangel Michael, because well, this is what they'll do. They'll start getting crackheads to do jobs for them, to start stalking and what have you. You'll let them know whereabouts you're going to be, because obviously if it's local police force who's trying to cover up a lot of corruption and injustice done against you, there's not liking it, and they don't want to be outed again because they're too arrogant, they're too egotistical, they do a shit ton of black magic, you know, long. I don't know why I was getting that shalalala long. It's got fuck all to do with it, but that's just come through. It could be significant. Yeah, so if they know where you are and they've got your number, yeah, they'll start hacking your email accounts, hacking all of your accounts. They'll watch you wherever you go because, well, it just seems to be a part of their everyday life, this stalking. You know, you just can make a new account and boom, there they are. They just seem to have a big, mad, major obsession. Real bad. You know, they could bring that justice, but they think, nah, I want to keep prolonging all that justice. I mean, there is a lot of corruption and injustice done against one person, but what we're going to do is just want to keep prolonging that. Yeah, because my pals and all that think I'm great, and yeah, so we've just got dodgy. Get all poorly people coming out, crackheads again, easily manipulated, and that's what they want. Ooh, we've got the death card, 3 of Wands, nowhere. And we've got Virgo, Hermit, and 10 of Pentacles. So, could be something to do with a Scorpio. Could be something to do with Virgo, some people in the local community, family. And we've got Chariot. And we've got the Lovers in reverse. It could be something to do with family or an ex's family. Could be something to do with family or an ex's family who are wanting some illegal protection to carry on stalking, following. Yeah. Illegal protection. We've got the Moon card. Yeah, 2 of Swords. And then we've got Page of Cups. And then we've got 5 of Pentacles. And then we've got the 8 of Wands. So it could be something to do with child sexual abuse and family getting with the corrupt coppers who very much like child sexual abuse. And yeah, it could be something to do with child sexual abuse. And these corrupt coppers, 8 of Swords in reverse and the Tower in reverse, don't want to make a change. We've got 6 of Cups, family, childhood from past. And then it could be something to do with some sort of generational wealth. Two of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords, and we've got Justice in reverse, and then the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Not the Wheel of Fortune, the Wild card. So basically, just to confirm, the corruption and injustice, and they want to avoid going to prison. See, this family and this corrupt copper does not want to create a good change in the world. They want this persistent cycle of some sort of child sexual abuse, and we've got some sort of murder, backstabbing, bad mouthing, taking some sort of inheritance and trying to expand on some sort of ending. Enemies of High Priestess. So we've got High Priestess and we've got Five of Pentacles in reverse. I was getting that they wanted to make out like we're abandoning this High Priestess, this family, this corrupt group, want to make out like they've abandoned this High Priestess. But to be honest, they've walked away from God and they've walked away from the Most High. So this High Priestess is not actually being abandoned. She's just gone through a lot of corruption and injustice, linking to family and some corrupt police officers, gone through a lot of injustice, and they're all teaming up because they want to carry on this corruption and injustice. Six of Pentacles in reverse, and Page of Cups in reverse, and Three of Cups. They want to take a gift, maybe of child or children, or they want child sexual abuse to continue. Three of Cups, and they want to celebrate. And they want to block. Okay. Right. Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, and then a Page of Pentacles. They want to block this from hitting the news. We've got the Moon card in reverse. They don't want them secrets to be revealed. They want to block it from hitting the news, this family and this corrupt copper or coppers. They want to block it from hitting the news, this level of corruption and injustice. Six of Wands in reverse, like they've been hunting, wishing ill will, and they're investing with the Seven of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, trying to take someone else's financial stability. Five of Cups, loss is what they're wanting. Then we've got Emperor, and then we've got the Devil card. Then we've got Hierophant in reverse. So this could be someone from family who wants to be the ringleader. This could be someone from the police force who wants to be seen as some sort of mafia. Then we've got the Devil card. Then we've got a Hierophant, so it could be linking to a judge as well. So a corrupt copper, a corrupt judge who wants to carry on that level of corruption and injustice and expand and gain insight into some sort of death. Or there could be a death in the family, or there's something to do with this family could be linking to some sort of murders, child sexual abuse, wanting to have that mafia type of mentality, stealing generational wealth. There's something to do with the news. Three of Cups, friends, like celebrating. A third party, a loss. Dangerous. They're celebrating some sort of a loss. Celebrating a loss. Maybe a loss of a business opportunity. Loss of, well, that's what there's wanting. Some sort of loss of evidence. So they're trying to delete evidence. They're trying to delete evidence. Because we're trying to delete Empress. We've got Empress because she's speaking this truth. And then we've got Queen of Wands in reverse. So someone who seduces with lies. A dark witch. Seven of Cups. Who's creating a lot of illusion, spellcasting. So some sort of witchy cult or coven, a satanic cult or coven, who do some very, very, very sickening stuff. There's the Swords in reverse, lying. King of Wands in reverse, ruthless, but we've got Justice coming out in the upright. So strong Justice energy, yes. And we've got the Eight of Swords, the Two of Swords. They're mad and angry because they know they're going to prison. Because the message is getting out there. We've got Hierophant to the higher ups in the justice system. We've got Justice. We've got Hierophant in the upright. So this message is getting out there to the higher ups in the justice system. And they're all getting taken down under Archangel Michael. What it's doing, Two of Pentacles and the Justice card, is they're putting the justice system way out of whack. They're putting the justice system way out of whack. Like in the justice card, obviously the scales is balanced. 2 of Pentacles, we've got 1 Pentacle what's low and 1 Pentacle what's high. Because of this level of corruption in justice, the justice system is way out of whack because of what's been going down to this one person, and the scales need to be balanced. And it's actually karmic law. It's actually karmic law. 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and then Ace of Swords in reverse. So we took 10 of Pentacles, some sort of generational wealth, then inheritance, 3 of Cups, so they can celebrate and party. We've got 4 of Wands. They could have took some sort of a home, and they're going to prison. So basically, they could have took a house, a home, a plot of land, took some sort of wealth, and they're all partying and celebrating inside of a home, guilty of doing black magic as well. So they're partying inside of a home, celebrating, having a good old knees up, collaborating, yeah, maybe even youths or foolishly celebrating and partying inside of a home, gathering more evidence, thinking that there's absolutely something. There could even be youths involved doing black magic, 6 of Cups, to take some sort of inheritance. And they are not wanting to collaborate with the Most High, the Sun card. They don't want that to be illuminated. There's an opportunity to have that illuminated. They're persistently, with the Death card in reverse, trying to end the one who's speaking the truth. And they're lying, yeah, because they don't want to go to prison. 7 of Wands in reverse, I was getting at the soulless beings. So maybe they could have said that that they're walking away from this high priestess for some type of reason. But God never abandoned this high priestess. They're all going to prison, these soulless beings, because they're going to get found guilty. They're going to get found guilty. That's all, but I is picking up again some sort of child sexual abuse or child sex trafficking ring. We've got a King of Cups with his 10 of Swords in reverse. King of Cups is feeling like ending himself. Could be an absent father with this Emperor in reverse. Could be an absent father who's very possessive, trying to hold on to some sort of work, some sort of knowledge, some sort of child sexual abuse images. Wow. 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 Okay. So the local police force, they could be or corrupt copper, could have images and evidence of child sexual abuse, but they want to keep hold of that so they can get off on that because they're into child sex trafficking. Yeah, it's a very dysfunctional family. 9 of Wands in reverse, but they don't want anyone else to be aware of that. Got Taurus spying, 5 of Wands wanting to battle and compete, Judgment. Right, so they don't want anyone to be aware of that. They're using black magic, they're collaborating together to try and 4 of Pentacles in reverse and Ace of Pentacles. Hold on to someone else's prosperity. They've got no love for the Most High. Ace of Swords in reverse, and if they say they do love the Most High, they're lying. They just want that prosperity. Stalky, spying, lying, doing black magic, trying to take maybe some work, some sort of knowledge, wisdom, work. Star card in reverse. There could be an Aquarius involved who's feeling, yeah, really wobbly. Got a message from the Most High that's been illuminated. 6 of Cups could be friend from past. Yeah, friend from past going to prison. A friend from past is going to prison and he's or her lover. Strong prison energy. Wow, walked away from God. All right, spying, walked away from God. Yeah, and going down for some sort of child sexual abuse. Wow. Going down. So I was on a rant earlier, right? You know when you just start ranting because you really need to get some stuff out. And I was on about people in the local area slamming 17-year-old bairns and the fully grown women. Because obviously there's not just men who are pedos. There's women as well. Fully grown women who, 1919, do stuff to kids as well. Because they know, these fully grown women, that these obviously teenage boys and stuff, young boys, are vulnerable. So they will start plying them and grooming them and buying them stuff and make out like they love them and start doing all that sick stuff. So I was getting a friend and their boyfriend or lover or girlfriend, whatever, yeah, is going to prison for doing young bears. Now, obviously, 17, that's not really, you know what I mean, they're over age and stuff. But I was getting because of the severity of this feminine doing 17-year-old little boys and 16-year-old little boys and stuff like that. Because of the severity of that, she is literally, because I was getting a female. Yeah. So surrounding this group, there's a female who could know someone in prison, a corrupt copper in prison, and get all pally, or it could be linked into this family who knows a corrupt copper in prison, pally. So basically, there's a feminine doing some shit to teenage boys. Yeah, this is a raw, by the way. Because again, that's not really from me yet, right? So carry on. She's going down for child sex trafficking, linking to child sex trafficking. Wow. She's going down for paedophilia, sexually abusing schoolboys, sexually abusing schoolboys. She's going down for being a paedophile, sexually abusing schoolboys. And there's a lot of there's a nice getting that. There's going to be a big takedown, but this corrupt copper is just got to give it up as well. Corrupt copper's got to give it up. Maybe they could be spilling the beans to what they think is a corrupt copper. They could be spilling the beans, or maybe this copper was a bit corrupt at some point, and one of them dirty cops, but then maybe this dirty cop could be thinking, you know what, I don't want to go down with these crimes. Maybe this corrupt cop is thinking, I don't want to go down with these crimes. Maybe there's going to be some big massive raids, sort of big massive raid, and a sting of a pedo ring. Sting of a pedo ring. And a feminine friend who thinks she's great, getting gobby, yeah. One of them, all the twos. One of them, people who proper gets gobby and stuff like that, thinks I'm absolutely something on local estate and that, and she's getting done for being a paedophile. So there could be a teenage boy who's gone forward to the police. Yeah. There could be a teenage boy who's gone forward to the police about some sort of child sexual abuse. Yeah. And I was getting this feminine is linking to a corrupt copper, maybe from family or from the local community. So it's either from the local community or from family, right? But there is a feminine. It's a real strong feminine energy. Could be a friend or linking to family or a family friend who's going down for paedophilia. Ooh. So, wow. So I've just picked up a deck, what I made myself, right? And then, there's got stickers on, and I've wrote on some of them. Some of them have got stickers on. And in the bottom of this deck, what I've just got, swear to God, there's 2 bunny rabbits where they're at it, like rabbits. Yeah. Wow. This is the friend as well. Police force trying to hide evidence of that type of shit. Oh, they've been plotting on WhatsApp. Talking about slamming kids or something like that. Then we got scamming group. So basically this group is just linking to a long list of corruption and injustice. Rabbit's acting funny. Yes, I can't cope. I swear, I've just split the deck. Sending cranks who are mentally retarded, so like crackheads and stuff like that. Then we've got tape. Something to do with videotape. There could be a videotape of like adults doing children. There could be videotape of adults doing children. Ugh, I can't stand paedophiles. I can't stand them. I can't stand predators. Something about blue waffle. Because there's like a waffle there. So there could be these adults, what's linking to this group, who's doing what have sex acts to children, and something to do with spreading STDs. Spreading STDs. Blue waffle. Something to do with like, I don't know if it's actually a real thing, but it's supposed to be a Fangita disease. So something wrong with that. Fangita. So what there's doing is these adults are knowing in this group, in this community, what have you, what there's doing is like wrong and obviously doing sex acts as children, right? But they've got STDs. So the adults know full well that they've got STDs and they're doing people underage or teenagers, right? And they're spreading STDs. Well, we've got a karmic mother playing mind games, right? So stealing inheritance. So there's something to do with stealing inheritance. And karmic mother. So this could be masculine or feminine's karmic mother, or the friend could be a karmic mother who likes to play mind games, who likes to get in on sleeping with children, sexually degrading images and videos. So that's all they want. They just want sexually degrading images, videos. There's something to do with hiding money under their bed. Hiding money under their bed. We've got 300,000 to 400,000 toxic. So it's something to do with stealing some sort of inheritance of 300,000 to 400,000. They're very toxic. Cashing checks in someone else's name. And then we've got hits out on you. Wow. Thinking playing mind games is hilarious. Yeah. Wow. So there's something to do with a stolen heart in this family, in this corrupt police force, corrupt family, corrupt community, corrupt friends who are buzzing with the B. Police force involved in some sort of cover-up. Enemies are mentally weak. Enemies are mentally weak. They've got multiple fake accounts for multiple mental health disorders. We've got multiple mental health disorders. We've got spiritual diseases. We've got a jar here, so he's getting, they're paying someone to do jar spells. We've got cactus, so they're a set of pricks. They're paying someone to do jar spells. Something to do. Yeah, and they're buzzing about it. Are they planning some sort of armed robbery? Armed robbery. So this could be the corrupt coppers who's in on some sort of armed robbery. Jesus. The important sort of armed robbery, or maybe robbery at gunpoint, there's something to do with. Hits out. Egg, we've got egg. So egg on your face. Like, so there's like an egg sticker. Egg on your face. Too embarrassed after being caught doing something wrong. So they're going to be like red face smear or yolk around your mouth after breakfast. Humiliation. So basically, they are wanting to do some sort of humiliation on the one who they're stealing from. Maybe someone who's like had their inheritance stolen. They want to humiliate that person, and they're all teaming on up with a set of low rank cranks to steal someone else's inheritance and humiliate. Yeah, it's just come out, stealing inheritance. Wow. So fasten your seatbelts. I mean, if you've been in on stealing someone else's inheritance and you're on my collective, fasten your seatbelts because someone's going to get literally crushed in a car accident. I mean, if they've stolen some sort of inheritance to buy a car, that car is now cursed. Although they think that they are putting hits out, we've got with this like military man, someone's actually protected in spirit and got an army protecting and defending them. So they're stolen some sort of inheritance. They're doing a lot of scamming. Yeah. Because stolen some sort of home. They're proper buzzing around being all toxic, like look was proper buzzing. Something to do with sexually degrading images. So they're literally sending someone else's images and they want to sexually degrade somebody. Because like look, we just want to sexually degrade. But again, family, local government, and all that, who was doing all that, they wanted to do a sexually degrading ritual on me in January 2020, knowing full well that I got sexually degraded all throughout my childhood, stripped down naked all throughout my childhood and sexually abused, and people in the area who want to steal my inheritance along with the local police force, family members and stuff like that, and social services who know that I was sexually degraded all through childhood, wanted to do a sexually degrading ritual on me because that's all they want to do is the local police force, Hull Crown Court, Humberside Police, my family, my ex's family, friends, just want to keep sexually degrading me because that's what they want. They just want more sexually degrading images or something to do with stolen money. They could be trying to put hits out on that person because they've stolen that inheritance, and then they want to actually do an insurance job on top of that. So it's thinking, oh, if we have all this money and what, then we actually end that person. We'll all just attend that funeral, start pretend crying. Yeah, and something to do with sexually degrading rituals. But when it all starts to hit the news on what they've all gathered up and teamed up to do, you know, oh, we just want to keep sexually degrading people and sexually degrade them and sexually degrade them and sexually degrade them. So it's something to do with child sexual abuse, right? Daisy. Daisy could be significant. There's a Daisy sticker. So Daisy could be significant. There's a melon. Someone who's got a melon head or likes watermelon or melon drinks. And then we've got army. So someone from the army. So he's getting that quite possibly a lot of these people who's grouped up to do it has known this person has been sexually degraded throughout their childhood, and they want that person to be sexually degraded all throughout their life. And they're, we've got Poppy, someone who works in the military, who wants us to respect them while they're out sexually degrading people. Respect us, buy one of these poppies, but we're going on out and we're sexually degrading people for a laugh and stealing their inheritance. But give us that respect, will ya? And buy us a poppy, free, while they're sexually degrading children and they're trying to get someone constantly sexually degraded. And they're paying for a shit ton of readings. Doing moon magic. Mass satanic rituals are doing moon magic. Fake meetings to create distractions. So they're doing a lot of fake meetings. Full group going down. Full group going down because they're all linking to wanting to just constantly have people sexually degraded when they don't want it to do that type of stuff. But it's like a force type of thing where if you don't, want to have sex with somebody, they'll do something so they can sexually degrade you. But again, it is like resonating because it happens around the world, and it's been happening with Humberside Police, Hull Crown Court, the UK government, my family, Hull City Council, my ex's family on both sides. Yeah, they're going to lose everything they stole. Maybe they got hits out on their head. Sending demons. So emotionally manipulating, empath, the narcissist. So very toxic, narcissistic community, yeah, who want to sexually degrade someone. Then what they want to do is they want to steal their inheritance. So it could be stealing inheritance first, then sexually degrade, and keep sexually degrading. And this corrupt copper's loving it. So we've got look under vehicle like inspection mirrors. So cars, maybe trying to get cars, and then we've got helicopters, followed by cars, helicopters, that type of stuff. I want to see you on your knees. Gaslighting. There's a lot of gaslighting. There's a lot of gaslighting going on with Humberside Police because really poorly Humberside Police are. Really poorly. We've got over 5 million scamming law enforcement groups, cyber, scamming, PT. There could be a PT involved. Yeah. Soulless beings. It's got remove yourself from dating websites, Satanists. There's a lot of Satanists on there who just want to meet up with you and, bump you off type of energy. Could be sending people to date you on dating websites. They want you to sexually degrade yourself. Like if you was to have like any sex time with anybody, yeah, the people in the local community, because they're putrid, I mean extremely, extremely putrid, they want everyone to see your private bits and just sexually, like images, images of you, getting shared around a large audience. God's removed these people for a reason. God's removed these people sexually degrading images and videos. But the police love that as well. Oh, look, we've got more sexually degrading images and videos. It's what we like, don't we, Mr. and Mrs. Corrupt Police Officer? Oh, cock be twitching and fanny be banging off. Big man but small balls. Scamming in groups. So basically, we've got a Satanist who's scamming in groups, acts like a big man in groups, but he's got real small balls. Real small balls. Some sick sexual fantasies. Talks about your dead dodgy lawyer, linking to a dodgy lawyer who is dead on the inside. Skin type free. Darker white, tans after initial burns, so skin type free. Needs to do shadow work. Involved in child sacrifice as well. Chip shop. Age 5 to 10. Involved in child sacrifice, so could be involved and linking to doing some sick shit to children, sexually degrading them, and then sacrificing them after it. Wow, we've got 50 to 55, so there could be 50 to 55, either linking to family or in the local community who likes to sexually degrade children, yeah, and sacrifice them. So we've got a granny or a granddad who's into sacrificing, so sexually degrading children, men, women, yeah, and then sacrificing them and thinking they're hilarious, stealing people's inheritance. Some sick sexual fantasies. Getting on cyberbullying, so we've got Daisy again. We've got Heineken, so we've got raging alcoholics who want to get in on gang stalking and stealing people's inheritances because they want a couple more beers or a bit more alcohol. What do you mean? You want to steal someone else's inheritance, love? What do you mean you want to get sexually degrading images and cash in on that for a couple of quid so you can get yourself a bottle of plonk? And just using their position to abuse their power, yeah, and then hiding evidence, stealing inheritance and then hiding evidence and using that position. So they'll be like, oh, no one's going to suspect us. We work in law enforcement. We work in the army. They're never going to suspect us. We've got something to do with 10 to 15. And then we've got blood sacrifice. Wow. Something to do with... Just had to click that negative energy out. Because it's really negative and low vibrational and I don't want to absorb it. So the link into sacrificing, we've got devil to the devil. Chaos. Then we've got high priestess, messenger. Then we've got page of cups again in reverse. Some sort of child sexual abuse. Dangerous, family. Dangerous, sneaky, deceptive, four of swords. And they're doing a lot of black magic. They're trying to literally offload baggage. Any opportunity to offload their baggage into someone else's aura. Yeah. They've got a baggage, a truckload of deep, dark secrets, heartbreaking, Three of Swords, Ten of Cups. This family's got a lot of heartbreaking secrets. Heartbreak is what they are doing. What they're doing is absolutely heartbreaking. High Priestess, Page of Cups in reverse. Because that's all they want to keep doing. They're using a lot of black magic. They're doing sexually degrading. And that's all that they want to do. Sneaking around. There's children, Page of Cups in reverse. Justice in reverse, corruption in justice. All they want to do is sexually abuse and sexually degrade children. 0 to 5, 10 to 15, obviously. 5 to 10. So children, all under the age of 16. And there's a friend or friends involved, but it's a hide evidence because they stole some sort of inheritance. So they're like, oh, we don't give a damn about these pedos. They're all facing jail time. Yeah, army guy who wanted some beers, so he thought, oh, I'll get in on that. I just want some money to get me beers. Something to do with Chippy. Something to do with Chip Shop. Something to do with following a car or a van. But it's a hard evidence. Full group going down. Thinking playing mind games is hilarious. They're extremely, extremely toxic. Stalking. They're stalking children 5 to 10 years of age. And wanting to sexually degrade the children, which is just disgusting. Daisy wants to keep coming out. So it could be significant that we've got a car, that we've got a seatbelt. So it could be a specific message for someone who's named after a flower who's going to die in a car accident. For stealing someone else's inheritance, something to do with a car accident, for getting involved in doing some putrid acts. I'm thinking that this could, yeah, we've got gaslighting, snake spirits, python spirits. So they're possessed with snake spirits. They're possessed with a snake, something to do with a snake. Yeah. Something to do with a snake. Some proper snake spirits. Taking gift. Child sexual abuse. So basically it's like literally they want images. They're committed to getting child sexual abuse images. That's all they want. Get the children on their own, sexually abuse them, manipulate them, which is just absolutely disgusting. So I rebuke the plans of the devil in the name of Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ is King. Just wanted some sort of lack. Six of Cups, friends, family, someone from past. Lack of healing, lack of balance. There's something to do with guilty. Lack of healing, lack of balance, not wanting that justice. They really just do not want justice. They just want to continue corruption and injustice time and time again. Heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. And they're like, Honestly, they're absolutely disgusting, these type of people. And they're guilty. We've got hanged man for sacrificing. They've got the wheel of fortune. They've made sacrifices because they want someone else's destiny, someone else's inheritance, someone else's generational wealth. So started making sacrifices, family, friends, people in the local community, making sacrifices because they want someone else's inheritance and because they're in lack. Hierophant in reverse, lacking a connection to God. You're totally disconnected from the divine. So it's got judgment. If you've been involved in stealing someone else's inheritance, sexually degrading rituals, and what I've just said, you're all under major judgment. If you're involved in persistently gaslighting people, yeah, withholding evidence, hiding evidence, and getting in on gang stalking people after you've robbed them, sexually degraded them, sexually abused them throughout life, performing your satanic rituals, you're under major judgment by my heavenly Father. So he's calling these up for major judgment. They're involved in bank fraud. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. They're involved in bank fraud, and it's all been premeditated. Three of Wands in reverse and High Priestess. They're trying to stop some sort of growth and expansion. I mean, they did shut down my other YouTube channel. Yeah, so I got my channel so far, and basically because I was speaking the truth, they kept reporting me for speaking the truth, and they was doing black magic on me. And because I'm outing them, they're like, "Oh, she's speaking the truth. She's outing me. It's offending me. Take her down. Take her down. Cry, 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 cry." We don't want the world to know that we've let her get sexually abused and sexually degraded throughout her full life and stolen her inheritance. You know. And they don't, yet they want some clout and recognition and fame and glory from it. So why not just give them that fame and that clout and that recognition and the glory, what they deserve? Give them it. Oh, they just want to sexually degrade their own kiddies in the family, friends, get involved in sexually degraded, community, corrupt copper, all that. Putrid is what they are, but they're not going to like it when I say putrid because they're going to get real offended. They should be so goddamn putrid then, should they? And then I won't have to call them putrid. Because that's what they are. Oh, no. We've not got the Knight of Swords, who looks like the assassin hitman type of card. And we've not got a Seven of Cups in reverse, have we? Yeah. Several different hits out. So we've got like a corrupt copper. Who knows about this stolen inheritance? Knows about all this. Sneaky, deceptive behaviour. And there could be a Sagittarius, masculine or feminine, who was involved in that with the Ten of Swords in reverse, wanting to end themselves, feeling suicidal because they got in on sexually degrading, sexually abusing someone throughout their full life, turning a blind eye, cashing in on that, robbery, theft, stealing someone else's inheritance and trying to sexually degrade them constantly and embarrass that person. Yeah, they've got unrequited love. They just want that money. Black magic, constant black magic. Constant black magic. Page of Cups in reverse. And they just want that destiny to have some sort of child sexual abuse. This family is just all a set of paedophiles. Wow. And doing a lot of black magic on an archangel as well. We don't want it to come out, that family set of paedophiles. Unlucky, love. It's already going out there, love. For your Swords, it's absolutely heartbreaking what this family's done. Nine of Wands in reverse. They've got no angelic protection. Seven of Pentacles in reverse for taking someone else's inheritance. So basically, if you're stealing people's inheritances, you're sexually abusing and sexually degrading children, yeah? And then you want to force someone, sexually degrade them when they don't want to have any sex at time and they don't want to get naked. You're now under major judgment. You keep doing black magic. They can do it by black magic. Obviously, they shouldn't do it, right? But when they did that to me in January 2022, they did a sexually degrading ritual. So by the time the police turned up, I was half naked because through black magic and spell work, they can strip you naked. Because they just want you to be naked on camera and have the police start having cameras up your ass and get your fanny and your ass and stuff like that on camera. Because everyone in the family and stuff, the lawyers, judges, solicitors and stuff like that, social services and all that. Just want to keep sexually degraded. I've had it done on me my full life. 9 of Swords, they know they're guilty. Yeah. 3 of Cups, even friends. Page of Cups in reverse, wanting to get in on being a pedo and wanting some pedo. Yeah, pedoing. There's a female friend who's a pedo, who pedos on little boys. Right nonsense little pedo. Yeah. Do you know what? It is heartbreaking as well, you know, if you've got like a so-called friend or something, like you think is going to be one of them friends where you're going to know and you're going to love them forever, and you find out that there's proper pedoing on little boys. That's heartbreaking. I've been there. One of them where you sit next to in the classroom, you know, and you have a laugh with them, and then it turns out that they're like fully grown adult, 30 odd and stuff like that, and they're slamming, or 20 odd in the late 20s, and they're slamming little boys, and then they walk around the estate acting all big and solid, trying to bully people, push them around, and start boasting about slamming little boys sexually. Yeah, we've got Empress, she's corrupt one there. We've got Justice in reverse, and we've got Hierophant, so it could be Aries. Hierophant in reverse, Aries, Taurus type of energy. 4 of Pentacles in reverse, so in possession of some of that inheritance, and she's a pedo. 2 of Swords, she's real mad and angry though. She wants to have someone else's wisdom, knowledge, and stuff like that. So she's willing to, yeah, honestly, she's guilty, this friend, for getting on stealing some sort of inheritance, heartbreak, and wanting some kids getting fiddled on. Ah, you mucky woman. You mucky woman. So we've got a pedo woman, we've got pedo men, pedo women. Yeah. Do you know what? It's that type of thing as well, where, so look at them, you probably wouldn't think they're a pedo until you gather all the evidence, not just a paedophile, yeah, but stealing other people's inheritance, 3 of Swords, bringing that heartbreak. So if you're a pedo and you're on here, again, you're under major judgment, you dirty little pedo. Ace of Swords, that's the stuff, and then to go on off and start doing black magic as well. Yeah, we've got Magician card in reverse, and the moon magic, trying to do lunacy spells. They're trying to cloak themselves as well, but they've got no divine protection. There could be something to do with drowning. Right? So it's just feeling like someone needs to stay away from water, deep water, because there's something to do with drowning. Could be someone who's studying. We've got Page of Swords, 5 of Wands in reverse. It could be someone who's at college. Could be student. Could be someone who's a child. Right? It could be something to do with a child. There's something to do with a child. 9 of Wands in reverse, wasn't aware. Yeah. Something to do with wanting to take someone else's financial stability, an ex and something like that. Something to do with taking a gift and wanting to move inside her home, doing some sort of hits out, and something to do with water, a deep body of water. Body of water, like with the moon card, there's like a body what's going into the water. Page of Cups in reverse and 5 of Wands. Then we've got the Assassin Hitman card. Then we've got 8 of Swords in reverse. They want to avoid going to prison, but they just keep doing crime after crime, committing a crime to cover up crime, to cover up crime, to cover up crime, to cover up crime. 3 of Swords, absolutely heartbreaking because they don't want to make a change. Something to do with a student committed to studying, someone who's committed to studying. Angel messages, right? So again, listen to your intuition, right? If you feel unsafe, call in my Archangel Michael. Call in Archangel Michael. Call in Archangel Michael. This is what I'm getting. You need to call in Archangel Michael. If you ever feel unsafe, call in Archangel Michael. It could be, this could actually save your life. We've got the Assassin Hitman card, and then Archangel Michael again. Yeah, something to do with premeditated murder. Calling Archangel Michael. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they want to walk away from God. They don't like anyone who's committed to God because they don't want anyone to have that divine protection. And they most certainly don't want anyone to be protected and defended by Archangel Michael either. Because Archangel Michael slays the devil, he does. So they've done some sort of sacrifice, but I rebuke the plans of the devil in the name of Jesus Christ. This family is into dark arts, a lot of black magic. King of Cups, so it could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio masculine, who's doing a lot of black magic, a lot of gaslighting, a lot of weird witchery, a lot of trickery, a lot of theft, a lot of fraud, something to do with child sexual abuse images, what he wants to keep to himself. And then we've got Star card in reverse, Aquarius, Eight of Cups, committed. Yeah, we've got the World card in reverse, walked away from God, and Aquarius did. Then we've got the Devil card, and committed to the devil to a sort because angry at God. Angry at God, thinking, why should they get this inheritance? Nah, why should they get this inheritance? I'm going to walk away from God then. I'm going to start doing all these evil things, and I'm going to walk away from God and serve the devil. It could be a Capricorn who wants to walk away from God and wants a persistent cycle of corruption and injustice, stealing people's inheritances, stealing people's wealth, doing some 666 stuff to children. Oh, I feel like a bear then. Sorry about the bear. Doing some 666 stuff to children, satanically sacrificing, corruption after corruption. But again, with the justice will be served. The scales is balanced. Until that justice is served, which needs to be served, and I mean like pretty goddamn quick, yeah, before any of these more evil things be happening, because these people are dangerous. Two of Pentacles, the justice system is way out of whack. We've got Page of Cups in reverse. I'm just staring at the Devil card, you see. See, the devil doesn't love these people. He only wants to use the strings. He just wants to use you. Yeah, to get you in trouble with the Most High. Yeah, he actually, yeah. And to be honest, he does actually, like, even though there's fallen out, the devil and his father, well, it's his son. All right, he is his son. He is his son. So could be King of Pentacles, could be a Capricorn with this. Yeah, there could be a King of Pentacles, a Capricorn masculine, Page of Cups in reverse, who's dangerous, got a gun. Yeah, some sort of persistent news where he's wanting news. He's wanting news. Oh, he's paying for, this Capricorn, he's going for readings every 5 minutes, he is. On Empress, sneaking around because he knows she's speaking this truth, right? So don't want the truth to get on out. Eight of Swords in reverse. Don't want to go to prison. Don't want to go to prison, right? So someone's paying for loads of readings. And I mean like loads of readings where they're spending hundreds of pounds on readings and spell casting to manipulate the justice system as well. Lied in the courtroom, jail time, to avoid facing jail time. Yeah, lied in the courtroom. Then we've got YouTube, could be watching YouTube channels, claiming they believe in Jesus. Yeah. And then they're going off and doing black magic, and they're doing sexual abuse to kids. A Daisy, something to do with Daisy. Flower. Daisy wants to keep coming out. So if someone's on here, we've got noise harassment, so that could be via like electronic harassment via phones. If there's someone called Daisy on here who's been getting in on doing some sort of child sexual abuse, or turning a blind eye to child sexual abuse, or getting involved in stealing someone else's inheritance and stealing a home and trying to sell that, buckle up, love, because she's going to go flying through a car window. plotting on WhatsApp jail time. Someone's going to go flying, linking to someone who's in the army. They're going to go flying through a car window. So they could have paid for conflict spells. So basically, if you've paid for a conflict spell, and this is resonating, buckle up, because I can see someone going head on in a collision, and they're going flying through their window. Kidnapping your children. Wow. So basically, there's something to do with child abduction, Daisy. Child abduction. Something to do with army or military. Yeah. And then wanting to do a sexually degrading ritual to embarrass that person. Yeah, these snakes. Someone's going to go crashing in a car and go flying through their window screen. And I mean, it could be a corrupt lawyer who's going to go flying through that window screen. It's going to be a real bad crash. It could be a mother. Daisy could be a mother. Linking someone who's in the army. Bike. This Daisy could be the local bike, and she wants to see everyone else's punani. So this Daisy starts an argument over lies. She's a local bike. She's trying to send flying monkeys. She's got multiple fake accounts, and she's going through a car window. Yeah, this is where this skull and bones comes on in. So we've got a feminine mother. Who starts arguments over lies, doing some sort of fake accounts, getting in on stealing some sort of inheritance. It was a snake, right? Linking to an army. Trying to do some sort of glamour spells. That's literally, yeah, someone's going to go flying through a window from stealing inheritance. Suppose that's going to be karma. I mean, they think they're getting away with it. They're laughing. They could have bought a car and be like, yeah, mate, we've stolen someone's inheritance and that, mate. Thinking, they're absolutely like something for stealing inheritance. Oh, we've got stolen van, what's come out? Oh, they could be in a van. Yeah, we've got good cops who are gathering evidence. Knowing that some bad cops trying to hide evidence, or people trying to hide evidence linking to a corrupt attorney. Dodgy lawyers. Jesus. Someone's gonna some real bad car accident. Something to do with a murder or murders and covering up some sort of murders. Something to do with water. So that could be trying to hide evidence in the water. That could be a body in water. Right? Right. A body in water. So again, stay away from like large bodies of water. If someone stole your inheritance, whatever, could be linking to a landlord. If they took some sort of inheritance and trying to sell it, maybe they could be trying to get rid of evidence in water. There could be something to do with a body in the water. Something to do with the pathway. Pathway. Right, so basically, if you're supposed to be somewhere at a certain time and just getting followed by these corrupt coppers, gangs, what have you, someone who's stolen inheritance, right? If something tells you to go take a different route and you're going to go a different way, right? And something's telling you to go take a different route, yeah, do that. Do that if something's telling you to start walking a different way to what you usually walk. That could actually save your life as well. Like if you feel like something's just dodgy and you feel like you need to go and walk a different route, listen to that intuition because that could save your life. They're being watched. They want illegal protection, something to do with a black van, a computer hacker and a black van. Something to do with a black van. And we've got FBI raids, something to do with our local law enforcement raiding. Psychopaths. Computer tech. So someone who's good at hacking computers. When they've not been condoned to, but because their head's gone, they think that they should be able to hack into people's computers, get their indecent images or videos, and start selling them and blasting them around. So that could be someone from family, could be linked to an ex, someone from family, or a friend who wants to start sharing images and hack phone. What's wrong with people? Something to do with a huge payout. And then we've got one any piece here. So it's like they're trying to just any piece of like in an uncompromising position, a piece of like your inheritance or a piece of an indecent image of you, so they can just sit there and like just get off on it because they've got some right sick sexual fantasies where if someone doesn't want anyone else to see the pictures of them, they'll blast that and they'll monetize off it. Black magic backfired times 100,000. Ooh, oh, and someone's going to be passing from that black magic backfiring, Grim Reaper type of sticker, and it's going to literally, they're going to be blind to that, or someone could go blind, actually physically blind from doing black magic. Missing front teeth. Someone could actually go blind, and then something could happen, and then this front teeth is going to be coming out. Then we've got identify. Kidnap. There's kidnapping for materialistic gains. Wow. And they're bullying in groups and sending flying monkeys. So basically, this family, this community, who's all linking to each other with a corrupt copper, they've all got tongues up each other's ass. I don't know if you've seen that film, Human Centipede. I mean, I've not actually seen the full film. I've just like seen a tiny bit of it where they're all like in a circle and they're all just like literally lips to each other's asses. This is what there's like in this community. With tongues and stuff, and whatever the one in the front saying and shitting out, the one behind's having that, and that's what they're like in this local community. All right, they've got eggs up each other's ass, and if you're not joining in on that, and you can't be arsed with them, because they all chat shit, they all steal, they all turn a blind eye to kiddie fiddling type of stuff and what have you, and they all just want to like sexually degrade you and get off the tits 24/7. If you don't want to get off your tits, then you're not in this group. Or if you don't want to wear fake eyelashes, what have you, all the time, or get your couple of mil done all the time, you're not in the group. No one wants to be in that group. No one with half a brain wants to be in that group, love. No one with half a brain wants to be in that group, love. Sheeple again. Sheeple. We've got an offshore account. Wanted to keep that anonymous. Someone was born in the 80s. Florida. They could have an offshore account in Florida. Or this could be going down in Florida. And we've got an offshore account. All about the money. Materialistic stuff. And it's feminine. Like it just wants to come back through. Feminine who's linking to being a pedo. Obey, who thinks that people should obey her because she's like kiddie fiddling and stuff like that. Oh, bow down to me. I think I'm real solid and all that. Not me personally, that. But bow down to me. I'm proper solid and one of them where they're on like a shit ton of arse drugs. I don't mean a bit of weed. I mean like real arse drugs, crack and stuff. Then she'll try and get the younger ones on harsh drugs. I don't mean like a bit of weed because obviously teenagers usually start having like a bit of a drink and stuff, won't they? And like probably start smoking a few joints or whatever. I don't mean that because the majority of teens do that. I mean like where they will start getting them on harsh drugs like crack or cocaine or pills and stuff like that, so the kids don't know what they're doing whatsoever, and then they'll start grooming the kiddies. Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. Transformation and salvation. So going through some sort of salvation, truth and liberation. Humour. Oh, they won't be laughing. I mean, they might have been laughing at first. Oh, they won't be laughing. They won't be. Because he is going to hell. They won't be laughing. They won't be laughing. They formed this alliance to do all these like wrong acts, wrongful doings time and time again, and they're not going to receive that salvation. They're not going to receive it. So we've got expectation, mature woman. official person in reverse. So we've got a feminine who could be like this dodgy police officer, who is losing this job. She just wanted to trot around, acting all privileged, wanted to come out of poverty. She could be married. We've got married, and then we've got a wealthy man in reverse. So it could be a married couple who's going to lose this job, who's giving out information, who's got involved in child abduction. They're high on it in reverse. So basically, if you've got in on kidnapping someone's children, doing satanic sacrifices, and kidnapping children for a cash bonus, you're never going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. All right, theft. They've literally stole off someone who is actually high on air to God. They've actually stolen off someone who is actually high on air to God, and they think it's hilarious. Oh, we've got distant horizons, so they could have tried to steal some money so they could either travel abroad and go on holiday, or going abroad to get some black magic done. So they wanted to steal, or they could be wanted to steal like someone else's inheritance so they can get some drugs shipped in from abroad. So they're acting real hard. They're fake. Yeah, theft. They're fake. Stolen great fortunes so they can get in on trafficking children, snatching children, abducting children, child sex trafficking. Then they've stole some money so they can keep trafficking some sort of drugs in and thinking that there's some sort of mafia. That's a lot. If that's happening to one person and their children, all the ones, that's a lot of corruption and justice on one person, time and time and time again. This is why the justice system is out of whack. Because we have to bring that into balance. Obviously, they don't want to go to prison. This mature man definitely don't want to go to prison. He don't want to see. You know, we've got male, female in reverse, privileged lady in reverse from family, want to trot around going, look at me, I'm proper cracky and that. Yeah, so we've got a cracky. A cracky who just needs to chill on out on that crack, man. Going to prison, they all are. Putting a lot of work behind the scenes as well. I mean, they don't want to journey towards this courthouse or to see a judge, but it's unfucking lucky. They're going to do it anyway. She's like, yeah, mate, look at me. I'm mafia and all that. Yeah, no. She's proper cracky. She is. Proper cracky. Male, female, and a kid of deck. Right cracky. Yeah. She's known in the local community for being nothing but a little cracky. Yeah. Known in the local community. She's shitting it for taking a gift of unexpected income and thinking, oh, it's all right, we'll do kidnap and everything. Look at me, I think I'm gorgeous. She thinks she's some sort of mafia because she wants to steal someone else's inheritance, snatch kids, get in on drug trafficking, thinking she's proper, like, spectacular, putting it out on people. She ain't even at 18 yet. She needs to just grow up. Her dad should have given her a clip at the back of the head and all. Or a mother should have given her a clip at the back of the head and said, no, stop it, you know. But apparently you get the law, if you clip your child at the back of the head, right, if you literally just go at the back of the head of your child, it probably wouldn't be like that, yeah, which is nothing. You do that to your child, you're getting the law rained down on you, yeah. But these paedophiles who fiddle on kids and rape these children and stuff, they don't do that at Old Crown Court, they don't. Right dirty, rancid little runts. So as beside police, a set of runts and that. Excuse me, you tap someone at the back of the head, have you? Have you done that, have you? Oh, you're an evil bastard. I will let you get molested all throughout your childhood and all this sick stuff and that. You do that, that's it. We're raining down the law on you. We're raining down the law on you, yeah? But all this kiddie fiddling shit, you know, kiddie fiddling on the little fucking teeny tiny bits and shit like that. Oh, yeah, proper runts on beside police are. Honestly.